let's continue with this one. We're going forward, and we're gonna see a very interesting parts here. 1 second, I will show you. All right, so more spin there.
Yeah, more different shapes.
Yes, it's constantly, you know, like changing, you know, shapes.
The more surprising thing is that this image disappears.
That's gone now.
Like, for example, it's disappearing and then turning up in the next frame.
Back
And back again. Yeah.
And you have it, I mean, that.
When you go backwards, you see, he went from there.
From there.
So you're from there
To nothing.
And then
Nothing.
next again. Next one. It is turning up in a different location. And I think that's not the case. The case that's, I think, because I was moving my camera, and I think while I was moving my camera and the craft was disappeared, I moved my camera. I was moving my camera anyway, and that's why the feeling or the sensation that this craft was turning up in a different location, which wasn't the case. It was constantly going, as I said, it was very scary.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, you moved your camera, you were zooming in and zooming out and everything else. We cannot guess exactly what you were doing.
The zooming, the zooming was a maximum. Unfortunately, I have a normal phone with a normal camera, and this is HD, but unfortunately,
It's a 10. So the video was recorded in 1080p. Remember everyone. And not only that, you know, I mean, it's a RAW format. This is what you're seeing now. It's RAW format, and it's 103 megabytes, something like that, which is quite large considering, you know, that a film takes about, you know, 750 megabytes.
Yeah.
So it is a large file. However, phones can only give you, you know, certain amount of quality, and the zoom goes as far as it goes.
That's the maximum
moment.
zoom I could manage to get from my device.
We don't have, you know, the Nikon, you know, Coolpix
P1000.
That is.
If I had that, bro, we could see the little guys.
Yeah, little guys, you know,
there,
inside that, maybe, or maybe a plastic bag, you know. Yes.
Oh yeah, maybe the plastic bag. Yeah. Yeah, on fire.
On fire. Or a guy, you know, trying to shoot himself, you know, up in the sky, you know, with an invention, you know, that maybe.
Cut that, please. Cut that off, please.
Cut it off.
Cut that off, please.
Anyway, this is only, you know, brother's joke.
Yeah.
Now let's
Nonsense jokes.
Nonsense joke. So let's go forward. And no, but what I was gonna say about that image, sorry, you see that it's gone. Previous to that, that's okay. This starts to disappear, gone, and again, you know, it comes up on that side.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's probably the movement of your camera. However, you are still on focus. You're not. You haven't gone anywhere else apart from the spot.
No.
You are in. You know, you are square into that.
Yeah, I try to be.
Craft, which means that even the craft hasn't really done a sharp move towards the upper sides, as you can appreciate here. You go back, and then you go forward.
Yeah.
Now it's gone up a little bit. That's only your camera. However, nobody can actually explain the vanishing, you know, craft or UFO.
The craft. No.
So we move forward, and again you can see only like a shade of the aircraft or whatever, and it's again, you know,
disappearing again. And I think it's
now let me just go for now. This is the point where, sorry, you know, we have to explain this. This is what happened here, Javi.
Yeah, well, what happened is, because I was obviously zooming onto this unidentified flying object, and obviously I didn't have any reference to explain the size of this object, the speed of this object, or how far or how high was with respect to where we were, and on respect to Earth, actually. So I decided to have a quick zoom down to the beach to obviously make people aware that I was on the beach and I was this is real images.
Okay, so
we
this
go
is
down. Yeah.
So you decided to. This is the first.
I decided
image.
to go down
To put your camera down.
Put camera down and shoot some images from the.
Well, I hope you didn't want to shoot anybody, but basically,
no,
you didn't want to shoot anybody. You just wanted to shoot.
You shoot
the
the
image.
beach.
Sorry,
Kill the beach.
So okay, the graph is here. I'm gonna go forward again. Then go forwards. You're going down this time.
I'm going down with my.
Okay, forward.
Yeah. Continue forward.
And then you can just see, the beach here.
Yeah. Continue. Yeah. Yes.
The people. Sorry, I don't know who is that. And then immediately you go up again.
Up again to. I didn't want to lose the craft. I want to continue to. Yeah.
So it was really above, that the sea. I mean, a lot of these objects actually, they're seen on the seaside. We don't know exactly why. There may be some interest if whoever
Yeah.
If there was a UFO,
Yeah.
it could be that they have an interest on.
Particularly, we tend to spot them more towards the shores, on the beach or in the sea. Actually, more than on inland. But well, maybe we might be wrong. Maybe it's not the case. But you can tell there.
So
we continue now.
So this is
forward.
frame by frame. So sorry, I just spotted this shape because it looks like an inverted cone. Okay, so this one is like an inversion of a cone. To me, you will see because it repeats that image. Actually, you can see repeating itself all the time in the coming frames. So although it just keep on changing shapes. So let me go forward for a minute. I may have to reposition that again.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back, and I want to just again spot that craft again. Okay, I'm going forward again.
Yeah.
Alright, let me have a look at this.
So it's really shining and projecting like burst of energy or burst of light.
Yeah, it's got like that black side over there. I mean, that's to me that's a square. I mean, I'm gonna do a screenshot again. We'll show that with more detail. But that's like a square going into triangle, and then you have the surrounding area, which is like a halo.
Yeah, like a halo.
Energy, a halo of energy, which is what a lot of people describe.
Actually, that's what probably it
UFOs.
is. It's an halo of energy. This bright thing, and the black things. It could be actual the craft, but obviously it's quite changeable. It's like a fluid craft, I would say. It's just like
Okay, it's gone again. So I was going forwards on this particular section. When I go forward, frame by frame, another one, that's gone. And this is minute 6:43:02. So 6:43:02. And the previous one.
No, 6:43. No, that's in the original one. I don't know what.
Okay, yeah, sorry. This is
not gonna be. That's our recording. Anyway, it's about around that.
So yeah,
that will be probably will be about 2 minutes 40 seconds, because when I shoot it on the beach, it was 2 minutes 20 seconds, more or less.
So basically, you see that it
gone.
was there, it's gone, and the next minute, the next frame is back again. So it was like a flickering,
Very, very, very quick.
So how
trick,
can you?
Let's see.
How can you explain? How can you explain that?
I think in case of
again, look.
what we can, where we gather here, it might be a trans-dimensional craft, which is like in between our dimension and other different dimension, and that's what it makes them disappear and
let's go and
return.
there.
Yeah. So it's quite something that obviously we still don't understand. Well, the normal people, we don't understand yet how these things can work out.
Now let's have a look. We are always here, remind you that we are always going forward. Sometimes I do go backwards so that you can see the what is going on with the image. Okay, something that you cannot see. I repeat, you cannot see on the video because this is a very detailed frame by frame. Videos like still pictures for you to see, and we're gonna see something that starts to become really interesting, and this is what happens to this craft or UFO. Now, I've never seen this before. Well, I have seen videos on YouTube, and there is one in particular that I will put the link to it probably. This lady, she was in Mexico, and she's recording these objects which is actually firing balls. And this is exactly what these objects sometimes is doing. It's just having bolts. It could be what you just earlier mentioned. You said bolts of energy.
Yes, like a burst of energy. Yeah.
But very suspicious because they are cylindrical and they are when they move, they have a meaning of movement. They move to a certain speed, and they move to a certain. So that's gone here.
Yeah.
And now it's coming up again.
Yeah.
And then there is something on here on the right hand side.
Yeah.
You go back and forth.
Yeah.
And you can see.
It's like it's a play trick with time, space and time.
I'm gonna take a still a screenshot.
Yeah. I think it's a trick with space. Because that what happens when it's a different. You're going to a different dimension. Time frame and space become distorted, and sometimes you can see these type of things, and you see it like that now. So you see there's two balls there. It's like they split in a split second, instantly.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to one entity again.
So yeah, it could be that that's the case. To me, when I see it, I just see what everybody's seeing, and again, you can see if you see the reality of the image. What you can see here, to me, is a cylinder and another cylinder, and I can see a faded cylinder here, which is like it's appearing and disappearing, but it still has the shade there on the right hand side.
It might be because it's a bit further from that one that you are pointing now. The other one is further back.
Yeah, and this one is got the shade on the right, and the again the bright side on the left hand side, which corresponds where the sun was actually located.
Yeah, but the sun don't reflect that kind of.
Okay, don't argue with me. Let's eat the sausage.
Let's continue.
Okay, let's continue. Sorry, this is the first time we do make a video of UFOs.
Yeah.
And
actually, it's the first time I see.
It's the first time you see something very clear, but we have had some experience of UFOs before, but this is a different video and a different story, and we don't have any proof, so we may not have ever released any videos, but we have witness anyway. This apart from this story, we're going forward, with the video, change the subject, and let's concentrate on this one.
Yeah, so it's going back. It's like instant, and then it's going back again into bright.
And you can see the
craft
halo, or whatever. Not halo, but
halo.
The halo.
The halo of
the craft.
There's a black halo. I think it's just is the craft just changing shape and changing brightness.
Yeah, and then look at this. This is it always catches my attention, and it's very annoying because you cannot really pinpoint exactly what it is.
No.
I've done like a screenshot. It's like a two eyes here, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, somebody is looking towards the right hand side. Now again, this could be that the spacecraft or whatever you want to call it, you know, has changed, you know, directions or something.
Yeah.
But what it catches my attention is the blackest I have ever seen.
Yeah, it was very black
on an image.
Yeah, it was really black when we were looking at it. That was something that it will stand out more even than the brightness, actually.
Exactly, because when you see the blue skies there, you can see the blue sky. You know, there's no one single cloud there.
No, there wasn't any single cloud.
However, you can actually see the blue sky and the contrast of the black. I mean, where can you see an image with that? You can't, and you will see, you know, even more black, you know, in every single. Now this is interesting because, you know, you can see the craft or the UFO or whatever, and then
the next frame, I think I still think this is a trip between transdimensional issue with space and time, and I think it's something that we still don't understand. It could be anything, but normally if I saw crafts, I saw in YouTube crafts, you know, projecting balls.
And it was
instant, yeah.
Now we're going forward, and again you can see, you know, like a really bright light there.
Yeah.
And two black spots there, which actually they change constantly. Those spots, you know, they don't remain there all the time.
No, I think because brightness is changing the place of the craft. Sometimes the brightness go there, sometimes the brightness go on the left hand side of the craft, sometimes go on the right hand side of the craft top.
Now I'm going forward, and look at this. When you go back, okay, you see the craft, and you can see, you know, that on your screen it's more or less quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what happens when you're going forward?
Yeah.
So what's happened when we're going forwards? It happens that it becomes a cylinder or something that resembles the sky.
It's disappearing, don't you think so, Oscar? It's disappearing.
It's disappearing, yeah. It is disappearing. And again, look, it's a cylinder there.
And then suddenly it's gone. So that's really, really weird, and it's happening during the whole video.
Yeah.
It's disappearing and coming back again.
You know, again, we're going forward, and we see the same pattern again. It disappears. You know, it's only blue sky. You cannot see anything. However, on the video, you can constantly see that bright light. This is only a frame.
It's only a frame. Yeah.
Your eye is not looking at when the object disappears. You only see, you know, probably flickering.
No, it's so quick that when you are actually watching that craft, you hardly notice that it's gone.
Exactly.
You hardly notice that it's gone.
Exactly. Now it's completely gone here, and then we're going forward and back again. And it's gone again.
Actually, we're going forward all the time.
Going forward, and then you can see again. One,
but very black,
two,
black,
very black. But I'm gonna do a screenshot again from this thing. There we go. And we're going forward. And yes, it's gone again.
Gone again, and we continue.
And then continue.
Miguel, there's no sellotape here, Miguel. Come on, close the door, please.
And then we're going forward again.
Going forward,
and look, this is interesting. When I actually do this frame, I start from this frame.
Yeah.
And what can you see here?
There's another ball over there. Yeah.
Over there. It is very clear.
Yeah.
On the next frame, the ball is there,
and the other one as well, but it's nearly gone.
And it's nearly gone.
It's like
So we're going forward again, and it's gone.
Completely gone.
And I'm just gonna take all the arrow from there, so you can see that it's nothing there. It's just only blue sky. This is a repeat. This is frame by frame. Okay, don't get confused. This is not. The video was done. Now you're seeing the frame by frame section. Going forward, and it's coming back again.
Coming back again, yeah.
With the pole on the right hand side, but very faintly.
And now you can see a little bit.
And then a little bit there.
And it's just like
and all of a sudden it comes back, and again the two eyes appear. They're not eyes, you know.
No, it's just probably the way it's projecting that energy from the craft.
And it's very black. I say, you know, this is a very black.
I would say that the craft is black actually. I would say it could be completely black.
Maybe, you know, there's a way to. If it was a UFO, you know, real UFO, it would be a way, you know, to disguise themselves, you know, during the night, or maybe, you know, this is a system, you know, they use, you know, to disguise themselves from people, you know, avoiding people to watch them, basically.
I mean, obviously, if this was a cloudy day, probably we wouldn't spot this phenomenon. Because the sky was clear, it was actually you know, quite visible and striking to see.
Yeah. So the next frames you can just see that the actual craft is going to disappear again. Look, almost it's gone, and you can see it, you know, appearing again,
and it's just like translucent.
Oh my god!
And
this is the one of the most amazing things of the video. Please watch very carefully, because what you are about to watch, this is a real image, and there is not movement. You know, obviously, you know, we are focusing all the time on this object. So have a look.
Now this object disappeared.
So before that, there was only like a little fainted ball, which is right here.
Yeah, black.
But have a look at the next
frames. The next few frames,
please. Okay, I'm gonna do one
forward, one forward again, one forward again, and again, and again,
and look at this.
There's 3 balls there suddenly.
So 1, 2,
and 3.
I'm gonna take a screenshot because it's a very interesting. Oh, hold on a minute. Touch something here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a screenshot, and I will magnify that, you know, so that people can see it very clearly. We're going again,
and it started to disappear again.
Forward again, and it starts to disappear. Only one left on the right hand side. Is only little one left,
and it's coming back again, stronger,
and these are like a kind of black.
That's black. Yes, it's completely black. The reason why we're watching now,
that's gone now.
Yeah, the reason why we're watching now the craft is going a little bit smaller is because they were disappearing towards the northwest. So obviously my zoom couldn't keep up with that. So eventually it will continuously that way, and flickering, disappearing, and coming back, disappearing, and coming back into, let's say, this dimension.
So
again. And eventually, obviously, we decided to stop filming because obviously it was very difficult to spot it.
So yes, so it's very difficult to film any objects, you know, on movement. You know, particularly when you have a mobile and you have the sunshine on you, and you're trying to focus. You know, what is something that we haven't mentioned is that you were on the beach and there were, you know, hundreds
of people around, and I say, well, you can see, or you could see the way I was shooting at the beach when people were swimming, and actually they were absolutely unaware of this phenomenon. They completely, they were completely unaware. Even there were a couple just in front of us, and they could see us, being amazed and
Memory,
being amazed about what we were watching, and they were absolutely
unaware,
they were absolutely with no interest to even look
oblivious to the fact that there was an object.
Yeah, and they were looking at us. They were watching something in the sky, and they didn't even bother to look at it.
Were the elderly people?
No, they were young people actually. They was in their 40s, 30s, I would say.
But just think about this. Some people don't even recognize this as like
well,
something
maybe they thought we were looking at a sequence, or we were looking at a special plane, and they didn't.
They were wondering, what the hell are they looking at these people?
Yeah, but I suppose, I tried to see in YouTube if there was any other person who could probably hang some video from the same craft, and there wasn't anyone. And there was, as I said, there was hundreds of people in the video.
I just want to show you something that you can see the object here. You cannot see probably very well on the screen, but I just want to show you what I'm doing. So I'm pressing the buttons forwards and backwards, Sometimes I go backwards so that you can see exactly the image. Now I need to magnify this image. I need to make it like a complete screen so that you can see it more clearly. But here, this object is almost gone. At some point, I think it's gone now. Here it's completely gone. So I go forward again, and then it starts to become more interesting because there is a ball there on the left-hand side, just under, the actual aircraft. Again, there are cylinders. There are all the type of cylinders there. There is not any other shape. It's all the time cylinders, so not cylinders, so spheres or whatever.
Spheres, yeah.
So that's the striking part, because now it's gone. Now, if you see the video, all the time you see the object. However, frame by frame, you only see the object sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. And then now it turns up again, and now it's getting brighter again. The reason why now, now it's really bright.
Now look at this. Now, how come
really
that
bright.
all of that the object is not bright, and all of a sudden you have brightness here. However, the sun is on this side.
Yeah.
And then you have black spots here.
My feeling was when I was there and I was watching this aircraft, or whatever it is, spacecraft, or even man-made, who knows. The more striking thing is that I have the feeling it was moving, it was rotating, or it was rotating in its own axle, or
this
different.
This is what I thought when the first time I saw it. The first thing I said is rotating in its own axle.
Yeah.
And it's as an obvious rotation, and it's actually, when we played before, it was when you play backwards, it obviously goes anti-clockwise, and then you play forward, and goes clockwise.
Yeah.
This is the way it was going. This is the feeling I have. But you never know, with rotations.
Yeah.
It can be very.
I think it was probably randomly rotating back and forwards and different angles, and that's why the reason it was changing brightness and light.
Yeah. So I'm moving the object forward now. It's gone to my upper screen, so I need to start to focus again this object.
Yeah, because we are zooming a little bit.
So you can see on the screen how I'm doing that. I think could be, maybe I could do it this way. No, this way. Let me see. Okay, so I've got it more focused now. Let me just see if I can zoom it a little bit more. Maybe there. Let me see. Okay, this is more centered. So we're going forward again,
and it's always the same pattern.
So now there is what you said. I go back and I go forward, and you can see there is some kind of movement, speed there.
In their own in that.
It's very difficult to describe, isn't it, when you see it, because you cannot pinpoint exactly what it's doing. But sometimes you can. Only in short periods of time, and then it changes.
Yeah.
So it's a completely
random
moving object.
Yeah.
That is, but
But it wasn't random in the sense of
No, it's gone now.
trajectory. In the sense of trajectories, it was actually steady, like it was a commercial plane.
Yeah.
From, as I said, from south,
It's gone.
from southeast to northwest, it was absolutely going very, very steady in this direction, from right to left. Really, really steady, same speed. I would say about I would say about 900 kilometers an hour.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Well, if you can actually take a guess. I mean, when you see those planes, right above 10,000 feet flying, you know that a 747 probably goes at 900 kilometers an hour or something like that. You can compare that to an aircraft if you see it moving on the sky.
No.
You can actually have a guess. So anyway, on this image, I'm going forward, going backwards. You can see disappearing the object again. There's no object now.
You can see.
And again, it's just like coming back to us again. Coming back to us. It's just like coming
It's
forward.
very fading. Now it's coming back again. To be honest, I don't know how I managed to spot it. Because,
Backwards, forwards. Backwards, forwards.
Because I struggle big time, especially at the end, to trying to focus into this thing, you know. So I struggle big time. That's why at the end I had to stop.
So just by looking at this, so the reason why we make this video is, I mean, there are hundreds of videos out there about objects that have not been identified. People put videos on YouTube and things like that. So I'm gonna stop for a minute.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, a lot of people, they put videos on YouTube and they just put the image and they don't really analyze, maybe because they don't have the knowledge to to use these softwares, which are pretty simple. Some of them are. This one is pretty simple to use, and it's very simple to actually zoom in and zoom out. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people, they put these images and these videos, and they last for about 1 minute, 2 minutes, and it's not explained, or it's not probably the video qualities are not that good. But if they were using these softwares, they will probably be able to analyze some of the features of their own videos. That's what I mean. This is why if you saw this video and I put it on the internet and you see it, you will go, okay, this is only a bright object, it could be anything. But luckily